Hello guys, welcome to Chris's Caribbean Delights, and today I'm making some garlic herb roti. Some roti. I know I've been making rotis for a while. I had the aloo roti, I got the oil roti, the dal puri, and now I'm going to do a herb and garlic roti. So let's go ahead and get our garlic and herb roti started. First we'll get some salt in here, just about a teaspoon of salt, and a tablespoon and a half of baking powder. I have 3 cups of flour in here, so it would go maybe like a teaspoon per cup. So I have a tablespoon and a half in there, which is usually equals to three teaspoons or a little more. We have to get some fat in there, so you can either use ghee or you can use oil. I'm going to use oil today. I have some canola oil. I'm going to use like a tablespoon or 2. Let's see. Maybe I need another 2 tablespoons of canola oil just for the beginning, just to get it started. And you'll use a whisk and just go in there and whisk everything together here. I want to break that oil up and get that oil mixed into the flour. You can do this by hand also, but I think the whisk does a better job. Just want to get everything all mixed in. I'm making a mess, but here, that's what happens when you're cooking. So, get everything all mixed in there, and then we're going to go in with some warm water and get the dough together. So we're going to go in here with our clean hands and some warm tap water and just get this dough together. I'm using the warm tap water because I want the oil to be distributed pretty decently into the flour. So I don't want, if I use cold water, it's just going to stay where it is and be in clumps. So warm tap water, and we just get this mixed. And don't put all your water at one time. It will take maybe about a cup or a cup and a half, but just pour it slowly, a little bit at a time, and just bring the dough together. So once I get this done, I'll be back. Now that our dough has come together, we need to give it knead it for at least 2 to 3 minutes, so that we can develop that gluten can develop, and you'll know when you're done, when it gets nice and smooth. If you see it's a little sticky, just add a little flour to it and just continue kneading. So I'll knead this for about 2-3 minutes. When it gets nice and smooth, I'll be back to show you the progress. So once your dough has come together, just put a little more oil on top of it so that it wouldn't develop a crust. And you let this sit for at least 30 minutes. You have to let that dough rest for a little bit. So I'll be back. I'm doing like 2 tablespoons of grated butter. I'm just gonna grate some butter in here. And I'm making the filling now for the roti, the garlic, herb, filling that I'm going to paint it with. Got some butter in there, about 2 tablespoons of butter. Let's crush some garlic up. Get my garlic press here. I'm going to mince this garlic as small as I can. Nice and minced. So I'm going to do like maybe about 5 or 6 cloves, because I don't know how many rotis I'm going to get yet. I'll probably get about 10. So I just want to make sure I have enough. So I'll do 3 more cloves of garlic, and then we'll cut up some cilantro, some herbs, some green herbs, and get it in there. Well, I minced some green herbs, and I did some parsley and a couple pieces of cilantro, just to give it a little flavor. To this, you can also add a little bit of seasoning. I'm going to add some hot pepper flakes. I'm going to give that roti a kick in the middle there. Give it a kick, and some hot pepper flakes. Just season everything up. I'm going to add some tahini in here. And just a little bit of black pepper. So it's going to be a nice seasoned roti. And olive oil. I'm going to pour a good amount of olive oil in here. This olive oil is going to go in once you roll the roti out. This is what you're going to put in the middle before you roll it back up to get the layers. In order to get the layers, you're going to paint this on here onto the rotis and then roll them up again. So let's get a little bit more. Hopefully that's enough for the whatever amount I'm going to get. Okay, so that's the mixture for the inside of the roti. So once our roti is resting, it has maybe about another 10 minutes or so. Once that's done, we'll come to the other process where we'll just roll it out and give it its wonderful bath with this little garlic herb sensation. Oh, hello, I'm back. So what we have here, our dough, it rested very nicely, and it's nice and soft and pliable. I roll it out into a log, and then I'm gonna cut some equal parts in order to make our loyas, as we call them, loyas or dough balls. So let me get a knife. I'm gonna cut some more, depending on how large you want them or how small you want them. I think that's a little too small. Yeah, let's see. And even, well, this could work. Might be a little too small, but anyway, depending on how large you want it or how small you want it, you can just cut. So that's 2, we got 3, we got 4, 1, right? Okay, I got approximately 8. Well, there's 2, 4, and 4, 8. Yeah, so I've made them a little larger. I'm just going to make some dough balls like this. Okay, just roll it around in my hand. I'm pressing the outside into the inside. So to make these dough balls, and then I'm going to let them sit for about 10 minutes or so. Again, right? So, as I was saying, just make some lawyers as big or as small as you want them and let them rest, because you know the gluten, I'm disturbing the gluten again, so let's go ahead and let it rest. So welcome back, and here we go to we're gonna roll our lawyers out, our little dough balls, and we're gonna paint them with the garlic herb solution. So you roll them out flat, not very large, not to the full size, because you just want to get this just want to get the solution in there. And you can use one of these. Yeah. So let's give this a stir. Get that out there. And you can even use a spoon to pour it on, and then use your brush to brush it around. Or you can use just your brush but this is what you want. This is what you want. And once you have your garlic herb solution on there, you take a little bit of flour and you just sprinkle it all over. That's going to create those pockets and those pages that we look for. So, and then you roll it like if you're going to roll up a funnel. You keep rolling, make that slit on the side, and you keep rolling. And then you tuck it in, tuck in the top. There's going to be some spillage, but hey, and tuck in the pointed section, and then you have a perfect lawyer. So it's all rolled up into one. So I'll do some more so you can see. Once you have it rolled out, just get some of your garlic herb solution and you spread it on there. You can either spread it with the spoon or you can spread it with a brush. Then I take a little bit of flour and I just sprinkle it. That keeps the oil in place. And you make a slit right down the side or the center so that you can start folding. You're going to fold it as though you're folding. Just keep folding and folding and folding. Once you get to the end, there's going to be some spillage, but you just tuck everything in right away. Just tuck it in, tuck it in. Then you turn it over and you tuck in, and then you have a perfect lawyer, okay? Then we'll let that sit for at least 30 minutes and let everything just marinate in there, okay? Once they've rested, you just roll them out to that size that you want before you bake them, before you cook them. And I set my griddle at 320, 350. That's my regular heat pattern for rotis here. And if you can see over there, I have two going. We'll just cook these two here. Just make sure the edges are cooked. Once you see it starts to get a nice little brown toasting, you know it's good. It's good to go. Awesome. Just take it off. Drop it in your bowl. Let it cool for a little and then you just clap it. So once you've rolled it out to the size you want or the shape you want, you know, I'm doing all sorts of shapes right now. I'm getting all the countries in the world. This is a different type of roti because it's really softer and the oil that is inside with everything, it's kind of different from the regular oil roti. So you have to just take your time and get it done. And you see, I like seeing the herbs that are peeking through the skin and everything. Yeah. So I just throw that on there. And then I'll do one more. The process is the same as the regular rotis. Flip them over, oil them, flip them over again, and you're good. This one, once it gets to a certain size, it starts to bubble up, I'll flip that over and I'll just oil the top. This one is done. Has nice brown spots on there, those little brown crunchy spots. So we'll just get this off. Put it in my bowl. It's bubbling up nice there. Flip that over. Spray it down with a little oil. Get your brush, just spread it over. Once that's coated, you flip it back and you spray the other side.